Hello and welcome to a new series on this channel where we check out different gold farms you can, and to be honest, you should do now, before Shadowlands comes out in order to stock up on materials to sell in Shadowlands. In many of these videos, and especially this one, we are covering old expansion materials that you want to stock up on, and especially ones involving skinning, mining, or just killing humanoids for cloth, because with the Relics of the Past update, many of these materials will steadily go up in value in the Shadowlands pre-patch, and I think they will keep increasing in price until the release of Shadowlands, and potentially even keep increasing past that point as well. The Relics of the Past system is something that Blizzard can constantly keep working on, which also means these gold farms will always be relevant, and will always give a decent amount of gold per hour. But of course, when Shadowlands comes out, you will want to spend as much time in the Shadowlands as possible. So if you have some time to spend now, doing these gold farms will give you a decent stockpile of items you can sell during Shadowlands, and I'm sure you'll make tons of gold by doing this. Many of these gold farms are also super simple, many of them will be instanced, and some will be open world. But with that being said, let's just get right into the first farm. The first farming location takes place in Solheim, and we are farming the heroic version of the instance. You can do up to 10 runs per hour, so you'll want to spend about 6 minutes inside the instance, so you can do 10 runs per hour. Your main objective here is to kill as many beasts as possible, and skin them as fast as possible. Before we get into the route itself, grab Darkmoon Firewater. This will allow you to skin super fast. There are enchants for faster skinning as well, but those only works for Legion content and up, so anything below Legion content you will have to use Darkmoon Firewater for. The upside is that these are usually super cheap, and will drastically increase your efficiency, especially when your main objective and gold income from this farm is skinning. You will also want to make sure you have the dungeon difficulty set to heroic, as that is the only way you will be able to enter the instance. Now, once you enter the instance, you will want to jump into the water on the right side, start pulling some fish, gather up all the fish in that water, and kill them, and then skin them. Once that is done, follow the path into the middle section of the dungeon, pull all of the crocodiles and the fish that you can, and swim around gathering as many mobs as possible, before killing them all in one place, and once again skin them all. This first pull I'm doing is basically the biggest pull, and maybe the only one you will need to do, but I will show you the full lap anyway, just in case you have time for it. Remember, you have 6 minutes per run, so you might as well just farm out those 6 minutes so you don't waste any time waiting for lockout. Swim around, gather fish, kill them and skin them, then do the exact same thing around the entire water in the middle part of the instance if you have time for it. The main item you're looking for here is the deep sea scales, but you will also find a ton of savage leather, plus some pristine hides every now and then. On top of this, you will also find some fish dropping from the fish, and you will also find some volatile earth from the boss you will kill at the end, which I will show you in a little bit. You can also use the potion of treasure finding to find some extra stuff, but on my server that potion is so expensive that you will struggle making profits from it. That potion is really only meant for Hyperspawn farms, where you have a forced respawn timer and kill thousands of mobs per hour, which is not really the case for this farm. So my recommendation is to just not use the treasure finding potion. On top of one of the valuable items, you can also find some good transmode pieces as well, either greens or blues, and you will acquire a couple hundred golds worth of vendor items as well. One extra thing of note is that there are 2 mounts available from this dungeon as well, so if you are missing those mounts, you can essentially do 2 things at once, and killing the bosses also gives you some raw gold farming as well. Alright, remember that turtle boss I was talking about that we were going to kill at the end? Well, let's just do that now. Once you're done and have killed your desired amount of fish, head up this path right here, find this boss, kill him, and skin him. On an average, he will drop 16 units of leather, usually spread between savage leather and deep sea scales. Like, I got 11 savage leather and 5 deep sea scales. Once you're done with that, it's time to go out and reset. As a druid, you can dream walk and dream walk back, but unless you have super fast loading screens, it's basically just as fast, or maybe even faster, to just run out. It's a very short run anyway. And that is it, that is basically the essence of this farm. You go in, you kill fish and crocs, you skin them, you kill the turtle, you go out, you reset, and you repeat. The goal is to have a character stationed outside Sulgurub and do 10 of these resets per hour, so 6 minutes per reset. As a final tip for this farm, I would really recommend that you do this on a druid, because of the swimming form or aqua form, which will also drastically increase the efficiency of your farm, because you can swim faster. There are also swimming potions that let you swim faster as well, but if you have a level 120 druid, then just do it on the druid. It's just very easy. Like, you don't really need any gear anyway, so as long as you have a level 120 druid and you can pick up skinning on that druid, then I would suggest you do that. Now I will show you one more farming location in this video, and this one is not instanced. This is an open world farm with the Hyperspawn mechanic, so you basically never run out of mobs to kill. You are looking for dragon hawks in the Eclipse Point, in the southern part of Shadowmoon Valley in Outlands. Once again, skinning is the main source of your gold income, so first of all make sure your character has skinning, and then also make sure you use the Darkmoon Firewatcher so you can skin them faster. The main moneymakers from this farm is the wind scales and knot-hide leather. The wind scales are the big moneymakers, but I believe knot-hide leather will go up in price even more in Shadowlands as well. As for this farm, you literally just fly around from Dragonhawk to Dragonhawk, you kill them and you skin them. It really is that easy. I would suggest you make a target macro, like /target Eclipse Dragonhawk, put that macro on a keybind, and then you just have to press the 3 keybinds, the target macro, Sunfire or Moonfire, and travel form to quickly fly from mob to mob. This is a super easy and super efficient farm, goes really quick, and the price of both these materials are already sky high on many servers, and if my assumptions are correct, they will go up even more in Shadowlands. Here's the thing, and why all of these skinning materials from both these locations will go up. With Shadowlands we get an update to professions called Relics of the Past, which I have already made a video about, but it basically makes old world materials more relevant than ever, and you can upgrade old expansion crafted gear to Shadowlands type of gear. Some old items, especially from the Burning Crusade, has an absurd amount of sockets in them, and some of these items could become part of the meta for Shadowlands. And especially for the Burning Crusade, many of these very good crafted items require wind scales, which are fairly difficult to farm. As for Cataclysm materials, we have some crafted items in Cataclysm as well, which require deep sea scales, and the Savage Leather will go up in price as people start doing the vendor shuffle through the Relics of the Past, since you can craft those with Savage Leather. Savage Leather is something I've been farming a lot in BFA, and these farms have already been 30 to 40k at peak without the Relics of the Past update, so now that they can go up even further, they are definitely worth checking out. Over the next couple of weeks, my plan is to upload more of these types of videos, where I check out 1, 2 or 3 gold farms from old expansions that I think is worth doing, and I will test them before I make videos on them, so basically, if I make videos on them I think they are good. These are obviously good farms to do now in preparation for Shadowlands, so you can have a decent stockpile of items to sell in Shadowlands as well, since I believe many of these items will go up in price over time, and less people will be farming them in Shadowlands, because people will be busy doing Shadowlands content. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Leave a like on it if you liked it, subscribe for more gold making content, and leave a comment down below how you are planning to make gold in Shadowlands. And that is it, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.